Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. But if you're new here, I want to say welcome to my page. So today I'm going to be showing you how to curl your wig using a straightener. So some people do not have curlers or curling irons and they just have straighteners, and that's just fine. Because you have a straightener doesn't mean that you cannot curl your hair. You can actually curl your wigs with a straightener. So this is a full in-depth tutorial on how to show you how to curl your hair with a straightener. First thing I like to do is I like to comb my hair out. You don't want to brush your hair. You want to make sure that it's well brushed. I use my blow dryer to help me through the process of brushing it right. You just want to brush your hair. Make sure you brush it really well. So this is going to be a very slow video, a long one actually, because I already have a video of how to curl your hair with a straightener on my page, but for some reasons, it was too fast because I was trying to save time and people had complained that it was too fast for them to actually grasp what I was trying to do. So I decided to do this short tutorial for everybody to be able to understand. So, like I said, after I've combed and brushed my hair out, I went out with a serum. I went out and applied a serum on the hair. You want to put serum on your hair. I put a serum, make sure that I rubbed it in well. You still want to brush and make sure that it's well saturated. I went ahead and applied my heat protectant. It's very important for your wigs, guys. You want to work with your heat protectant. I've done that, and this is what my wig looks like. This is a closure wig, by the way. So after you've done all that, what the next thing that you want to do, you want to make sure that you work your way from behind up. That's the best way to curl your hair. There's no two ways about it. There's no rushing. You do not want to rush. So I would suggest that, say you have like an early morning outing and you're planning on wearing your wig, so better to just curl it like a night before, like the previous day. Just make sure you curl it down, because this is a process that you do not want to rush. You want to take your time and do the best that you can. So like I said, you want to work your way from behind up. So you see, you're gonna like take sections out from the back, like not so much, but I mean enough to be able to curl at one go. So I think I like took like two lines of hair at the back, or one. Really depends on you actually. There's no formula to that. So that I've done that. You want to section the hair either into 4 or 3 places. Here I've done it into 3 places. You see what I want to do? You want to use your straightener to first flat iron there. I'll make sure it's well straightened out. After you've done that, be sure that you straighten it out evenly. Then you want to place your curler in between your hair and roll it facing upwards. There are actually different curl patterns. You can actually roll it facing downwards, or you can actually roll it facing upwards. But today, I have decided to roll it facing upwards. You see what I'm just doing? And when you've done that, be sure that the entire hair gets curled up inside of the straightener so that the heat of the straightener can get through the entire hair. So you see, after you've done that, you want to hold it for a while. Make sure that you hold it on. You don't want to be in a rush, like I said. And when you're pulling out, you just want to gently remove the straightener. Make sure that you do not scatter the curls. You see how I've held it in place? Just want to gently remove it. And I want to drop, you see? Can you see how it looks? It's curly, it's bouncy, but we're not dropping it today. We're going to leave them curled up, so that the longer that you leave it curled up, the more the curls stay. Generally, it doesn't fall so quickly. So yes, today, because I'm not wearing it now, I'm going to leave it curled up. Can you see? I'm just trying to comb it out for you so that you can see what the curls look like. Can you see? Can you see how beautiful those curls are? So yes, like I said, we're going to we're doing roll and pins today. We're pinning it down because we're not ready to wear this hair yet, and we just want the curls to last longer. So yeah, guys, we've pinned it down, and then we're gonna move to the next section. Like I said, I said from the beginning that you might want to part into 3 or 4 places. It really depends on you. If you part in 4 places, you're doing more, but then again, you're making sure that the entire hair gets rolled up inside of the straightener, and then that's less waiting time for the heat to saturate around the hair. So, but I've done 3 times because I know what I'm doing. This is not my first time of doing it, but because of you might not really know how to do it. So you better you do it 4 times. You part it in 4 places. So you see, I'm just straightening it, and you see how I'm placing the hair in between the straightener and curling it up. And you want to release, you're working with both hands. Make sure that your left hand and your right hand are working. So you see how I'm using the right hand? I'm slightly opening the teeth of the straightener, and I'm using my left hand to hold the remaining part of the hair and just helping it curl up into the straightener. I don't know if there's a way to explain this, but you see what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm just making sure that my right hand stays curling. I'm going, if you're going up, I'm going clockwise. You want to go clockwise. Make sure that you're going clockwise with your right hand, and you're opening the teeth of the straightener to allow the remaining of the hair curl inside of the straightener. Like I said, we're doing pin and curl and pin. So you see, I've curled it. I've gently removed the straightener without scattering the curls that I have done. You don't have to just you don't have to roughly remove the straightener. You want to be so gentle with your hair. Just gently remove the straightener. Just gently open the teeth of the straightener and remove it from the hair and pin it down. That's what I've just done. So this is the last one at the back, because I did it into 3 places. We're still doing the same thing. And yeah, you want to straighten it out. There you see on this side. Okay, so here's the logic. When I was on the left side of the hair, when I curled, I faced to the middle. I was facing my the hair to the middle where it was rolling to. But on this right side, you want to face into the middle too. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, let's just get done with this part. So I'm going to explain on the next slide better, so that you have a better understanding of what I mean. So yeah, you see, I'm just holding it. You just want to hold it on for like a minute. Make sure that the heat gets well saturated into the hair. You can touch the hair to make sure that it's hot enough. You want to gently remove your straightener, and then you pin it down. The pinning, you see how I'm pinning it? You just want to make sure that you hold the head down with the one up in a way that it doesn't drop. I don't know if you saw what I did, and I'm just going in with my holding spray. You need your holding spray too with your curls. It helps them to stay longer and firmer. So after I've done the row at the back, I want to move upwards. Like I said, you work your way from behind up and take another section of the hair. You see just 2 lines. Take another section of the hair, bring it out, and just do basically the same thing that we've done at the back. Just be sure that you're gentle with your wigs. You don't want to rush this process. Take out the part that you want to curl next. This is the same thing when you're doing it on somebody's head, or you're doing it on a canvas head. So I've taken out the next section, and I'm doing the same thing. Straighten out your hair, and just make sure that it's well straightened out, because you want to work with a very clean hair, well combed out, well brushed out, well straightened out. So you see, I'm just taking my time to straighten it and make sure that everything is straight before I then go ahead and do my curling. So after you've done that, you see how I just place and turn my right hand upwards facing clockwise, and I'm just rolling. Remember, you want to use your left hand to try and control the remaining part of the hair. You see how I'm using my right hand to gently open and close the mouth, the teeth, I don't know, either mouth or teeth of the straightener, and making sure that I'm rolling. As I'm opening and closing the mouth of the straightener with my right hand, I'm going clockwise. I'm rolling the straightener upwards, and just I'm rolling it straight upwards in a clockwise position, and then making sure that my left hand is controlling the remaining hair, making sure that everything gets curled up inside of the straightener. And remember, I'm facing the middle. The end of the hair is facing inwards to the middle of the wig, but not facing outwards. There are different curl patterns. Like I said, there are different curl patterns that you can do. But I like that when you're going this way, this clockwise position, and facing the hair upwards, you want to curl it towards the middle of the wig. That's like the best way. That so when it comes down, it just gives you this the kind of bang that it gives you, there's a way that it looks. So yeah, that's what I'm going for this video. And remember, after you've done that, you want to pin down your wigs. I'm using the black pins, by the way. I don't know if you call them bobby pins, or I'm not sure. I can't remember what the name is, but the general black pins that we use for bridal styling and stuff, that's what I'm using. You just want to make sure that you pin the remaining hair under with the one that has curled. Make sure that it stays in place and it doesn't fall down. So after I've done that, we're going to move to the next thing. I think I parted this other section. I think I parted it into 4 places. And make sure that when you're working, you want to get all hairs out of the way. Nothing. Make sure that the only hair you have there is the one that you're working with presently. You don't want hair coming from a place that you do not want joining the one that you're doing. You want to always do a clean job. Comb your hair well, comb it nicely, make sure it's not knotted, make sure there's no it's not knotted. Yeah. And then you want to go with your straightener, make sure that you straighten your hair out very well, make sure that it's flat. And then you see, same thing, just turn it in towards the middle. You see the end of the hair is towards the middle. It's facing my right hand that I'm using to hold the barrel of the curling of the straightener. So I'm still doing the same thing. You want to curl your hand. You want to curl your right hand facing upwards and gently, slightly opening and closing the mouth of the straightener. This way, it helps while you open and close the mouth of the straightener and you're turning your hand upwards. This helps the remaining of the hair. Can you see how the hair on my left, how it just disappears into the straightener? That's what we want to do. This helps all of the hair to get heated up. If everything is now curled into the straightener and everything is going to get heated up, and then you want to wait for a while, like wait for 1 minute to be sure that the heat gets into the entire hair and it's hot enough, and then you want to pin down. So that's just basically what I'm doing. So I'm just going to repeat some tips now. When you're on the left side, you want to make sure that the hair faces the middle. That's like facing the right side. And when you're on the right side, you want to make sure the hair is facing the middle too. That's like facing towards the left. Can you see? Can you see when I'm curling on this side? The end of the hair is now facing the left side. It's no longer facing my right hand holding the barrel of the straightener. It's facing the left side, the end of the hair, and I'm still curling and facing clockwise. Okay, if you're on the right side, I think it now means that you're curling your hand to face anti-clockwise. So yeah, that's just what you're doing. Just want to make sure that you gently, carefully, neatly curl your hair, and then you use pins to hold them down. Hope that you see what I'm doing and you understand this video, because it really bothered me that some people had complained that the previous video that I did was too fast and they didn't understand what I was doing. But I guess I was just trying to make it as short as possible so that it wasn't such a long video. But now that I understand, this is why I say give me feedbacks in the comments so that I know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. Now that it's been explained to me that, oh, you don't have to be so fast. We need to learn the um it's learning that matters, not the length of the video. Now I understand that as long as you learn, it doesn't matter what the length of the video is. It could be long, it could be short, depending on what I'm teaching, as long as people are able to understand and learn from what it was that I put out. So that was why I decided that, okay, I'm going to do a longer video and try not to speed it up, because I was speeding up videos from the past, and try not to speed it up and just make sure that it's well detailed and well understood. Yeah, so that's just basically what this video is about. And I still want to know if you still understand. I'm going to be doing a different curl pattern next time. This is not the last how to curl your wig with a straightener. Actually, usually I do like curling my hairs with this. My straightener is my curler, because the way that this straightener is actually designed, it can be used as it can be doubled as a straightener, because the inside and the outside, every part of this straightener is hot. Like, it's hot outside, inside is hot. It's not like the regular straightener that the outside is probably a plastic material and it's not hot. This straightener it's titanium inside and out. So yeah, it's able to work. It's able to double up as a straightener and a curler for me. So yes, guys, still doing the same thing on the left side of the wig, and I'm straightening out this hair. Remember, I said you want to turn and curve into the middle. You see, I faced inward into the middle. Speaking a lot of English and I don't even know if I'm saying the right thing, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm as what I'm saying is so that you understand what I am saying. Like basically, that's just what this is about. I'm saying a lot of English words that I'm not even sure if they're right. But yeah, like since you're seeing the visual and you can hear what I'm saying, I'm sure that you get what I'm saying. So you just want to, you don't have to rush. You don't have to just say, oh, I can do it, and just like think, oh, because you tried it once and you didn't get it, then you don't understand. No, I didn't learn this in a day. It takes a while to actually understand, but you want to put it into practice. You want to try it out. You want to do it and see that first stage is understanding what I have done. Then the next stage is trying to do it by yourself and see if you actually understand, because you can understand something in your head, but actually carrying it out is not going to be a problem. So you want to understand in your head and still try and recreate what you've learned in your head. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, basically still doing the same thing. You see, just clean. As long as something I learned was that it doesn't matter how you're doing it doesn't matter what you're doing, but as long as you're doing a clean job, as long as you pay attention to what you're doing, you're gentle, you're not rushing, and you're doing a clean job, making sure that what you don't want is not where it's entering. Make sure that you're taking everything out. You're only focusing on the particular hair that you're working with at that particular moment. It's gonna turn out right. Make sure you have a clean hair. I'd previously washed and then moisturized this hair before this video and dried it out. So make sure you work with your clean hair. You don't have to wash your hair all the time, but I'm just saying that this hair was long overdue for a wash, so I had washed and moisturized it, and I'm just curling, and I'm just trying to do it. Make sure that you care for your wigs. I mean, they cost a fortune, so you want to really care for them, and you don't necessarily need to take it to the hairstylist every time that you need to curl your hair. You can always do it in the comfort of your own home with just the straightener. You don't even need to have a curling iron. Although if you can afford to buy one, you should definitely a curling iron or a curling wand. It makes the job easier. But if you're having only a straightener, I guess you have to make do with what you have. So still doing the same thing. You see, I'm using my hand to just smoothing out. You just want to pay attention. Care for your wigs, guys. Care for your wigs. These are your babies. You spend so much on them, and yeah, you should care for them. So yeah, I'm just waiting. Like I said, you want to wait for like a minute to make sure that the heat really gets into the hair and everything is so hot. You see, I'm touching to feel it to see how hot it is, if the heat has gone through and penetrated right into the hair, and I'm just checking it out, you see, and I feel like, okay, this is good now. Just gently removing my straightener. You do not want to just roughly remove it, or just be rough, or just drag it out. No, guys, you want to be gentle. You want to be calm and easy, and just do it nicely. You see, I'm just holding it nice. Use your pin to hold it. You want to hold the remaining of the hair under to the one that is curled up. That's just what you're doing basically. See, just be gentle with what you're doing, and you're going to do it right. So yeah, guys, just the same thing from how we started under till you get to the top. So I'm going to shut up right now. I know I've said too much already, and I don't even know if do you people enjoy me talking on these videos? Like, I really want to know, like, does it help that I'm saying what I'm doing? Does it help that I'm saying it out and trying to explain it, or should I just put an audio and just let you watch to understand? I'm not sure which is more convenient. Or maybe you could watch it on mute. I mean, without the volume, and just watch it if you prefer to just if you're a visual learner rather than hearing what they're saying. I'm sure some people actually like to hear what is being done. So I'm not sure. Maybe I should keep talking in these videos, explaining what I'm doing at every point in time, or you just want to learn visually and I should just put an audio, probably a soft sound in the background to just, you know, ease the learning process and stuff. But whichever it is, let me know in the comment section. I will be reading. I always read the comments. I reply. Everybody's comments, I reply. I give a reply because I love your suggestions and I love everything, the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank you guys so much. We're almost at 1,000 and I'm so excited. Like, I'm looking forward to this 1,000. When I started this page, and I just woke up and said, let me just do this. And I didn't know that you people were going to like me so much and keep following me and subscribing. Okay, brings me, sorry guys, I have to say something. So I recently met somebody who said they wanted to subscribe to my page, but they did not have money at the time, so they didn't subscribe. No, guys, you do not pay to subscribe to anybody's channel on YouTube. It is absolutely free. Just click on the subscribe button. There's a subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button. When you've clicked on the subscribe button, it brings a bell. You want to click on that bell too, so that you'll be notified anytime that person puts up a post, so that you do not miss a thing. You're part of the first people to watch it and you learn or get entertained or whatever it is that you're seeking from that page. And then you want to like the post, you want to comment, it helps. Share to your friends, guys. You do not want to learn alone. Please, as you're subscribing, subscription is free. Subscription, I know the word subscription probably comes with, you think, oh, I have to pay a certain amount of money, a certain fee. Yeah, but no, guys, not for YouTube. Subscribing to people's channel on YouTube is absolutely free. When I heard that, when the person had told me, I was so stunned. I had to like enlighten her and let her understand that no, you do not have to pay a dime. It's free. Subscribe just means follow. Like, you follow people on Instagram, on Twitter, and other social media networks. But YouTube says subscribe. That's what it means, and it's totally free. You're not paying to subscribe to the channel, except when it's a paid subscription. Then we know that you're paying. But for YouTube regular videos, you're subscribing for free to their channel to learn and help, and also you're learning and you're helping them grow their page. So guys, please keep subscribing to my channel. Don't just watch. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. Watch, subscribe, like my post. Please share to people, drop a comment, anything that you want to tell me, if it's questions, if it's suggestions, anything at all, anything at all is welcome. Drop in the comment section and I will reply if there's a need to reply. I love you guys. Thank you so much for always watching, coming back, and for new people that have found my page, you're welcome. I hope that you enjoy this experience because I'm enjoying it, and I do hope that you enjoy it too. So guys, I'm going to keep quiet right now. I think I said too much already, and let you watch the remaining of the process of the video, and when we get to the top, I'm going to come back. Okay guys. guys, we've curled and curled, and we're almost getting to the top of the hair. And I think this is like the last line before the closure. Can you see how beautiful those curls are, guys? Can you see how beautiful? I'm just going back in to check where I need to put more pins in case it's trying to fall off and everything. And now we're at the top of the hair and it's the closure part. And what I like to do first is I like to go in with my wax stick. Your wax stick is like your best friend when you're styling. And then with your hot comb, I'm just using my hot comb to flatten the closure part. Make sure that your flat iron, your hot comb and your wax stick, they're like best friends. They're like they work, not best friends, they're like twins. Like they're together, they work hand in hand. And I'm just trying to define the parts in the center, make sure that it's straight, just basically defining the part to make sure that it's clean, it's straight, and it's visible enough. You see, I'm plucking out that part to make sure that the line is well shown, the line is visible. You just want to make sure that you do a clean job, a neat job for yourself. You see that I'm going with my hot iron, my hot comb, guys, my hot comb to just flatten the part. It's a closure wig. That place needs to be flat. You want to lay flat to the ground. So yeah, I'm just flattening it out. Just want to make sure that you see how hot my hot comb is. Yeah, guys, that's not, you want to be very careful that it doesn't burn you. I mean, I have a couple of burns here and there, but it's nothing. But you want to be careful. Make sure that it doesn't burn you. Make sure that you're doing the right thing. You see how I'm just making sure I'm going and just flattening it out. You see how beautiful it is already, looking so fine. And yeah, it's exactly what I wanted to do. And I love that. I love what I'm looking at right now, guys. So after you've done that, you want to basically do the same thing that you've been doing all along. You see, I've taken a part out from the closure part. You want to take out a little section from that part. After you've done that, you want to comb it out. Make sure that it's smooth. Like I said, you do not want to curl or straighten a knotted hair. No, you want to make sure that everything is well combed out. You see, it's combed out, and I've used my flat iron to straighten it out, and I'm doing the same thing. You see, I'm on the right side, and I'm still facing inward, like I explained from the beginning. You want to put the hair in between the straightener, face it up, and face inward into the center of the wig or the head, either the canvas head or the human head that the wig is on. And I'm just basically doing the same thing, rolling my hand. My right hand is just moving and gently opening and closing the mouth, the teeth of the straightener until I have the entire hair in my left hand rolled into the flat iron. You see, I'm using my tail comb to just smoothen it out, make sure that it's clean, make sure that it's neat. You work with your hand. You just want to make sure that you do a perfect clean job. That's just it. As you're doing it, you're seeing what you're doing wrong, you're seeing what needs to be adjusted, you're seeing what needs to be cleaned out. You just want to make sure that you pay attention to your hair and you're doing the right thing. I'm touching it now to be sure that the heat has gone round and everything is hot and nice, and I'm doing the same thing. See how I gently just place the pin? Can you see I just use the pin to hold in between, in the middle? The pin goes from under to the middle of the hair. That's what I did. You want to place the pin in a way that you want to open the mouth of the pin and it goes in between the middle and the under of the hair. You've done that. You want to move to the next part, cut out another part of the hair, and just do basically what you've been doing since morning. Oh goodness, guys, look at the curls on this hair. And when I let this hair down, it's going to be so beautiful. And especially since I'm not taking out the pins yet, the curls are going to stay and hold longer. That's what happens when you pin and curl. You're not pin and dropping. If you're not in a hurry, you're not going out like immediately. That's why I said better for you to just do it like a previous day or a few hours before you actually need to wear the wig. See what I'm just doing? Straighten it out. Do the same thing, straighten it out, make sure that it's really straight, and then you see how just basically do the same thing that I've been doing from down up. That's just what I'm doing, guys. You just want to make sure keep rolling, make sure that everything is getting inside of the it's getting lost inside of the curling, inside of the straightener. You just want to open your, you see, your hand, your both hands are working really well. Your right hand is working, your left hand is working. Everything is just curling in, and you're doing what you have to do to make sure that the entire hair rolls into the straightener, making sure that everything gets hidden. This is basically what you would do when you're using a curling iron. The only different process when you're curling is if you're using a curling wand, because it's a wand, it doesn't have a clip to hold hair. So you're just using you just want to hold the curling wand and use your left hand to just roll the hair on top of the curling wand. That's just all. But for a straightener and for a curling iron, for a curler, you want to make sure that you walk your right hand and just turn, open and close, until the entire hair on your left hand gets wrapped up into the straightener or the curling iron. That's just basically what I'm doing. You see the curls, and I'm just going to use my pin now to still secure it down. We're not dropping yet. When you're securing it down, you're letting the heat dry. You're letting the heat cool off on the hair. That way, it lets your wig, the curl on the wig stay longer, and yeah, it's bouncier, it's thicker, fuller, and then it lasts longer. That's what it does. That's what it does, basically. That's what it does. So yeah, if you've watched to this stage and you still have not subscribed to my channel, please remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe. I put in a lot of work shooting these videos for these guys, and then the only compensation is just for you to encourage me to like, to share, to subscribe, to drop a comment, drop me a heart. Just, yeah, just encourage me, guys. Encourage me. You see, and I'm on the other side of the hair, and I'm facing inward. You see how I'm doing? I'm facing inward. It's just basically when you're on one side, you want to face to the middle. When you're on the other side, you want to face the middle. But remember, for different curl patterns, another curl pattern might not warrant you to face the head to the middle. It might warrant you to face it outward. So it's just different curl patterns. But for this particular curl pattern, when you want to do it, this is what you should do. So yeah, guys, still curling and making sure that it holds well, and I'm sure that I've done a clean and nice and fantastic job. So that's just basically God. I'm still admiring the curls. Can you see the curls from there under? That's just what, if you get this already, just know that you've done a perfect job. You've done a nice job. And when you're letting down your curls, just want to gently remove the pins from where you've put them, and gently, carefully roll out, drop out the curls. You don't want to, like I say, you don't want to be rough with it. You don't want to just handle it anyhow. And yeah, you just want to be generally careful and just do it nicely. Be gentle, be gentle. Treat your hairs as though they were part of you, because they are. You spent a ton of money to buy them. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's just it. Basically, it's brushing and making sure that it's smooth and there are no knots in it. It's just like really perfect and nice and smooth, so that when the straightener gets on top, it's going to do a perfect job and a clean job. So yeah, I'm just using my flat iron, to my hot comb rather, to just flatten that part up. You can always go with your hot comb. When you notice that you need to flatten out a part, you can always go in with that. And yeah, guys, curl it facing the middle. You see, I'm facing inward. Remember, on whichever side, if you're using this curl pattern that facing the hair up, you want to make sure that you face the middle. That when you're turning and rolling, you're facing the middle, like the ends of the hair, the remaining part that you need to get lost into the straightener is facing the middle. It's facing inside of the wig, not outside. It's facing out of the person's face. It's not facing the person's face. It's not facing forward. It's facing backward. That's what you want to do, guys. Always remember that on either side of the head, be it on the left side of the head or on the right side of the head, you want to make sure that it's facing the middle if you're using this curl pattern. If you're using this curl pattern, which is actually a very beautiful curl pattern, by the way, you want to make sure that you're facing the middle and you're pinning down. Yeah, so that's just it. And so for the last one, we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing since we started this video. And yeah, just making sure that my pin in the hair is properly secured. I'm just going in with the pin. And this is the last one. You want to do the same thing, combing out gently. You want to be very gentle. if you notice that it's knotted, if you want to loosen a knot, start from the tip of the hair and work your way upward. You don't want to just be dragging and be forceful or rough with the hair. Just gently comb it from the tip and work your way upwards. You see, still facing the middle, we're doing the same thing. You just want to keep rolling your hand. While you're rolling your hand, the straight iron, the flat iron is rolling too, and then the hair is getting rolled inside of the flat iron until there's no hair left. Everything has disappeared into the hot iron, and then you want to wait for like a minute to make sure that the heat transfers into the entire rolled up hair. That's just basically what curling is. And like I said, this is the same process for a curling iron and a straightener. Only a wand will have a different approach because it doesn't have the open and close. It's just like a stick. It's a wand. And yeah, you see the curls, guys. Can you see the curls? I just tried to show you what the curls look like. Can you see what the curls? Can you see how beautiful the curls are? Yes, that's just what it's gonna look like. You see, just trying to show you what the curls look like, using my hand to make it beautiful. Yeah, that's what the curls look like. But yeah, like I said, we're not dropping curls today. We're pinning them down because the owner is not ready to wear her wig now. So I want to pin it down for her so that when she's ready to wear it, she just gently removes the pin from the pins from the hair, and then she has luscious, thick, full, bouncy curls for when it's ready to be worn. So yeah, guys, so that's just basically what curling with the straight iron is. It's not magic, it's not hard. It's very easy once you understand what you need to do and you act it out, and you're gentle, and you're patient. You're not rushing. It's not a process to rush. I said in the beginning, it's not a process to rush at all. You want to take your time and do it right and do it good. So, guys, I'm done curling everything, and this is what it looks like. Can you see how beautiful these curls are? They're beautiful, they're nice, they're healthy. Yes, healthy. They're very healthy curls. Just showing you what they look like. Beautiful, healthy, bouncy, luscious curls using a straightener. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Until my next video, bye.